Technology is not going to replace you, but sales professionals who are leveraging technology correctly, they probably will. They're going to get more and more market share, and particularly as the number of transactions falls off in any given marketplace, you're going to find achieving market share is going to get more and more difficult. But for those who've been able to stay in touch with their past customers and get repeat and referral, deep relationships, they're going to have a much smoother time no matter what's going to happen in the overall market. One of the bigger challenges in our particular industry is that it seems like every few weeks, few months, there's some sort of a new technology platform that's being launched into the real estate mortgage space. And as individual contributors, and we're out there trying to manage our own backlog, we're out there trying to manage our own pipeline, people struggle to try to determine what is the best system that I need to have. So they get overwhelmed and they shut down, and as a result, they select no system, and that's a problem. So here's a simple recommendation that I've utilized with many of my past agents and, of course, all my coaching clients. What I'd like you to do is take a moment and instead of selecting a computer system, a CRM methodology, or some other thing that you're going to use for follow-up, before you commit to one of those systems, what I want you to do is I want you to map out your process. What I want you to do is sit down with a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to write a series of sequences surrounding a few things. One of those things is what happens after I write a transaction? Like, what are the touch point steps that happen after I write a transaction and I get an accepted offer? So that is like one workflow. That's one stream of workflow. Another workflow is really simple, and that is what happens when I meet a brand new person I've never met before? What are the sequence of events that need to transpire between the point at which I met that person for the very first time? And there's going to be a number of steps that are going to have to transpire before I get that person to a transaction. And so what you're going to find is that instead of settling on a computer system right out of the chute, what I want you to do is identify what are the key points in a process. Remember, a process is not a system. A process is going to be a sequence of behaviors and a sequence of steps. A system is either computerized or mechanical, and that's really just it's a place where you're holding data. It's a place where you can remind yourself to engage in certain steps, and those steps are the process, not the system. So the manner in which you're keeping track of the stuff, it's important, but first you need to identify what the heck am I really doing? What should I be doing? What am I not doing? And then mapping that out, make a list, 1 through 10, 1 through 15. Maybe I'd make a phone call, send a text, do some social media posting, like whatever it is. What are you doing sequentially, step over step? Write it down. Okay, so now that you've mapped out specific process steps, outstanding. Now what you're going to do is you're going to be infinitely more aware of how, when it comes time for you to select your system, your CRM methodology, or whatever system it is, how are these workflow steps going to lay over the top of your technology? How are they going to lay over the top of that technology? So we recommend firmly that part of that system does have automated features in it. However, we want some manual features in there also, because there's nothing worse than just putting your prospect or your customer inside of some piece of technology and hoping that magically you're going to somehow set an appointment without making a phone call and setting a specific appointment and sending a specific text or having some real live one-on-one self-initiated engagement. Make sure that whatever system you engage in, it allows you to understand the difference between automated follow-up, which is important, but it's not as important as you literally picking up the phone periodically. I hope this has helped. I don't want it to be overwhelming. Sometimes selecting systems and process is complicated. For gosh sakes, get in my seat. I'm more than happy to help you out with this.
Please hit that subscribe button, and don't forget, visit our website and schedule your free 30-minute evaluation.